Hi, I'm Jimmy DeYoung Jr. Welcome to Prophecy Today TV. Today on Prophecy Today TV, Dr. Jimmy DeYoung, my father, is going to do a Middle East news update.
I'm here with this Middle East news update, several stories that we're going to have to cover. The activities taking place in the Middle East, which are key to understanding the end-time prophetic scenario found in Bible prophecy. The first report is about Russia. They seem to have been digging their tentacles deeper into the Middle East. You might remember Russia has played a key role with Bashar al-Assad in an effort to defeat the Islamic terror organizations that are trying to bring Bashar al-Assad down. About 2 years ago, Russia went in with the help of the Iranians to basically prop up Bashar al-Assad. They've been victorious. It looks as if on this 6th anniversary of the civil war there in Syria, going now into the 7th year with over 500,000 Syrians who have been killed in the civil war, it looks like Bashar al-Assad is the victor. He was able to win in Aleppo, and he has been able to hold his own against the Islamic State and the other radical organizations. But with Russian presence there in Syria, they have a naval port there on the Mediterranean coast. They have an Air Force base within the confines of Syria itself. Now, an elite commando unit from the Russian military has landed on the Egyptian-Libyan border. They see that there is a power vacuum in Libya. You know, there's only one thing basically I can say about Colonel Gaddafi, who was the leader of Libya for a number of years. He was a bad man, I'll agree with that. But he did keep all of the tribal leaders in some type of a stability as it related to the nation of Libya. Libya is an oil-rich nation. I believe Russia sees an opportunity here. Islamic State has already gone into Libya. There is infighting going on with these tribal leaders trying to come to the power base and control this oil-rich state. Now, Russia on the border looking for an opportunity as they dig into the Middle East, having a presence that's going to be a permanent presence. In fact, the Israeli Navy stated this week that Russia is in the Middle East. They're here to stay. That is the case, and Bible prophecy indicates that as well. Ezekiel chapter 38. Let me talk to you about Iran just for a moment. They're not only in Syria helping Russia to prop up Bashar al-Assad and to be victorious in Syria and have a presence, the Iranian presence in Syria as well, but Iran has a surrogate terrorist organization called Hezbollah. They're located there in southern Lebanon. They are the 5th largest arsenal of any army in the world. They're at Israel's northern border. The Israeli Defense Force, they are there at the northern border, facing basically across the border Hezbollah. Hezbollah was sent there in 1982 from Iran by the Ayatollah Ali Khamenei for the purpose of, once they had an opportunity, to be able to defeat the Israelis. Well, the Israelis in 2006 had a semi-mini war right there at that northern border. But the defense minister, Avigdor Lieberman of Israel, said the next war that they have, either with the Gaza Strip and Hamas or at Israel's northern border with Hezbollah, they were going to win that victory. They would not pull away from the war, from the fighting, until they saw the white flag from Hezbollah. Well, what's happening right now, Iran has gone underground. They have built some factories that are capable of reproducing these missiles that would make the arsenal even larger for Hezbollah, and missiles that could be fired at any target in the entire state of Israel. They're also going to be making some small arms in these underground factories. This is going to be a major factor should Hezbollah endeavor to try to go in as the surrogate terrorist organization for Iran and wipe the Israelis off the face of the earth. Another very interesting development taking place in Jordan, and the Israelis are very much concerned about what they're hearing from the king, King Abdullah of Jordan. His father, King Hussein, was the man back in 1994 who signed the peace agreement with Israel. Yitzhak Rabin representing the Israeli state, and then you had from America President Bill Clinton, all of his entourage, and King Hussein, and they came together there in the Arava, which is the southern part of the Jordan Valley down near the Red Sea. And there they signed a peace treaty. I've got that peace treaty right here in my hands. The Treaty of Peace between the State of Israel and the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan, 26 October 1994. I was there for that peace treaty signing. I was very close to President Bill Clinton, Yitzhak Rabin, the Prime Minister of Israel, and King Hussein of Jordan. I was able to talk with these men. We were able to see them sign this peace treaty and be in a position to develop a relationship between the Israelis and the Palestinians that would be living over in Jordan. And the reason I make that statement, the Palestinians are the issue today as it relates to possibly the negation of this peace treaty between Israel and Jordan. King Abdullah, who is not a Palestinian, he's a Hashemite coming out of Saudi Arabia. But the population of the state of Jordan is about 70%. We're talking about 3.5 million Palestinian people living on the eastern shore of the Jordan River there in Jordan. They would like to get rid of that peace treaty. They say the only image they have is of the Israeli Defense Force going against the Palestinians. They don't like that image. They don't think that this was a trustworthy peace agreement. I'll have to tell you, back in 1994, I did a man-on-the-street interview with many Israelis and found out their thoughts about this peace treaty was that now they would have permission to cross the border, go into southern Jordan, and go to Petra. Petra, the location that the Bible tells us is the place selected by God for protecting the Jewish people in the last 3.5 years of the tribulation period. Very interesting. The young men, prior to the peace treaty signing, would sneak across the border, go to Petra for the purpose of being able to be called a man. If they could sneak in and go to Petra without being caught, they were considered men, Israeli men. This peace treaty is nebulous. It's right now, it has not been normalized. It's not working along with the other two peace treaties. Camp David Accord, that's the peace treaty between Israel and Egypt, and the Oslo Accords, a peace treaty between Israel and the Palestinian people, none of them working, waiting for the Antichrist, Daniel 9:27, to confirm that peace treaty, and that starts the clock ticking on the tribulation period. One final thought in our Middle East news update. The Knesset, which is the legislative body of the Israeli government, the Knesset has made a decision to fund the Temple Mount Heritage Foundation because of UNESCO and its statement worldwide that there was no connection between the Jewish people and the Temple Mount in Jerusalem. They have formed this Heritage Foundation, the Temple Mount Heritage Foundation, for the purpose of educating, first of all, the Israelis, the Jewish people in Israel, but secondly, the rest of the world of the importance of the Temple Mount. It's the most sacred piece of real estate in all of Judaism.
That was Dr. Jimmy DeYoung giving us a Middle East news update for March 2017. Go to our website, prophecytoday.com, for more information on what's happening in our world. We examine current events in the light of God's prophetic word. You can call our ministry at 423-825-6247 for more information about our trips to Israel or information about our products that we have at Prophecy Today.